Hey, foodie friends. Today we are diving right in, making one salad dressing you can prep for a week's worth of salads. To start, I'm going to zest about 3 to 4 lemons, which comes to roughly 2 tablespoons worth of zest. Once the lemons are zested, you're going to want to juice them. You'll want half a cup's worth of lemon juice. For me, that came from juicing 4 lemons. And look, if you don't feel like juicing your lemons, just buy a good quality lemon juice. I really like the one from Costco. To the juice, you'll add 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Then to your blender, you'll add that lemon and olive oil, along with 3 cloves of garlic, the lemon zest, and 1 cup of packed basil leaves. Be sure to add salt and pepper, and then you'll just blend it on up. Once blended, be sure to add it to an airtight container. It will last in the fridge for about a week. Now that our salad dressing is ready to go, let me show you 3 salad ideas that pair great with this dressing. If you are a pasta salad fan, this one is for you. To a pot of salted boiling water, add 1 cup of orzo pasta, cooking it to al dente. While the pasta is cooking, you'll grab some shrimp. Mine are frozen, so I've added them to a colander where I will have to sit it in some cold water so that they defrost a little faster. If you are using fresh shrimp, you will just bypass this step. Once the pasta is done cooking and you've drained it, you will add it to a large bowl and drizzle the pasta with some olive oil. Allow it to cool completely in the fridge. At this point, the shrimp will be defrosted. You'll grab a baking sheet and some paper towels, placing the shrimp in a single layer on top of the paper towels, then patting them dry with an additional few sheets of paper towels. You'll then move the shrimp to a bowl, season them with salt and pepper and some olive oil. Mix them so they are all coated with the olive oil, salt, and pepper. To a well-heated pan, you'll add the shrimp, making sure not to overlap or overcrowd them in the pan. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, making sure to get a nice sear to the first side, then flip, and cook for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. Once cooked through, place them in a bowl and cool completely in the fridge. While the pasta and shrimp cool, grab about 5 to 6 basil leaves that you'll want to chiffonade, which is just a fancy word for slicing the basil into long, thin strips. Once everything has cooled, it's time to assemble the salad. You'll add the cool shrimp to the pasta bowl, give it a good mix. To that, you'll add 1/3 cup of the dressing. This amount works well for me. If you want to add more dressing, feel free to do so. Then you'll add about half of the sliced basil, along with some feta cheese. If you don't like feta and want a more neutral cheese flavor, I would suggest bocconcini balls. And once you have it all mixed together, it's pretty much ready to eat like this. It's perfect for a potluck, but let me show you the way I like to eat it should I have it for lunch. Grab a bowl, to it add some arugula, make sure to salt the greens along with a drizzle of olive oil, and then you'll just top it with the pasta salad. I like to give myself about 5 shrimp, then I'll top it with a bit more feta and some basil. And voila, you have a perfect lunch. For the next salad, you'll grab some chicken breast. These I've salted and let sit in the fridge for a few hours. You'll need to pat off some of the water that drew out from the salt brine. Once you've done that, we are going to score the chicken. By making parallel, shallow cuts through the chicken, rotate the chicken breast, and repeat. I find this gets the best, fastest, even cook. To a hot, well-seasoned pan, add the chicken cut side down. These chicken breasts are a bit larger, so I'll cook them 7 to 8 minutes on each side. You'll want to make sure you are getting a beautiful brown sear on each side. I like to cook mine to an internal temperature of 150. When you remove it from the heat, the carryover cook time will hit that 160 that we are ultimately looking for. Once the chicken is cooled, it's time to assemble the salad. Add your preferred lettuce to a bowl, I'm using arugula, and season it with some salt. Top the lettuce with a handful of garbanzo beans and some halved cherry tomatoes. Then top it with about 3 ounces of chicken. Shred half of a burrata ball on top. Now, this salad was for my husband, and he does not like olives, but I highly recommend adding some on top. I'm just showing you that I added it to mine. And then it's time for the dressing. I used about 2 to 3 tablespoons of dressing on this salad. And what's great about this salad is if you wanted to, you can swap out the chicken for some shrimp. And lastly, we have a vegetarian option that I love during the fall and winter. Grab your preferred lettuce. I'm using a frisee mix. Make sure to salt it. Top it with some ripe pears that I have diced up into small cubes. If you don't like pears, apples are a great alternative. Then add some beets. These are pre-cooked, easily found at Trader Joe's. For one salad, I like to use 2. Then top it with some goat cheese. Feta is also another great option. And lastly, you'll top it with some of the salad dressing. Here I'm using about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And there you have it, salad number 3. I hope that you try one of these combos. The salad dressing recipe will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and happy cooking!